Hi guys, Andrew Salciunas here with my man John Kincade, post-show headlines, and we're trying not to cry before post-show headlines.
Yeah, you were looking at some pictures back
Well,
in your phone.
the Apple does the camera roll memories thing with the nice soft music in the background, and 5-6 years ago, it was me and Christy drinking beers and playing with the dog. Now it's all my kid growing up, and I want to cry every time I get one of these things.
It's interesting is that the older my kid gets, the more I love being a parent. And I think that's the opposite for a lot of people that I know. I love yesterday. I sat in a bar having lunch with my child.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that is amazing. That's an amazing feeling. When she was 2 and 1 and 3, I was nervous.
Yeah, of course.
Am I doing the right things? Do I have everything I got to bring with me?
Yeah. You
got
much fun. The
Take
diaper bag and everything.
When you take Coop to Maxie's for the first time,
dude,
it's going to be a great time.
He takes me. I remember buying my dad the beer for the first time.
There you go.
All right, post-show headlines, 5 topics, 2 minutes each. We start with number 1, something we mentioned on the air earlier today.
On the
Zack Wheeler was dominant again yesterday.
Oh, my gosh.
I need us to start thinking about if this pace continues, which I think it will. I mean,
so 3 more years.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be like top 3 Cy Young finalists, but your ace, where every 5th day you're going, they are going to either win this game or somebody else is going to blow it for them, because it's either the bats are not going to come to life or the bullpen's going to blow it. Where could Zack Wheeler legitimately end up? Like, Aaron Nola statistically will have more numbers than Zack Wheeler, but if we're talking about the overall pitcher, what Zack Wheeler has done ever since he got here, he's got to be up there.
I've seen now Phillies baseball started. I became a fan probably in mid-70s as a little kid. Steve Carlton, Zack Wheeler.
Number 2.
Yeah, he's going to jump guys like Schilling.
Of course, like, look,
he's going to jump.
Grover, Cleveland, Alexander, like all that kind of stuff. But we're talking about modern, John's lifetime.
I'm saying to you, Steve Carlton, if you tell me I get another couple of years like this, then I'm going to say there. And if I think of postseason,
oh my God,
Zack Wheeler and Curt Schilling are right here.
Has he had a bad start in the postseason?
He's freaking unbelievable.
Like, I don't think he's had a bad start in the postseason.
He gives you a chance to win every time out, and he's been so dependable. And more importantly, he got a big extension last year from the Phillies, the 3 years, but it wasn't like something that crippled them.
No.
And more importantly, the one thing that scares me is he said he wanted 3 years and he didn't need any more years.
No, he's. I was in Clearwater and the extension happened.
Right.
And spoke with Jason Stark. And Jason Stark legitimately thinks this is the retirement contract.
That this will be it.
Now,
I can always change, but still.
But he made it clear, like, knowing Zach's not somebody that needs to keep on pushing it. Zach would rather go out on a high note. How many times have we seen the player that you're like, dude, you should have retired 5 years ago? He would rather, pride-wise, go out on top.
And let me tell you, the money he's made, he will be one of the kings of Dallas, Georgia, where he's from.
Yeah, he
will be living great.
All right, number 2, you have something NFL general related.
Yeah, I said is Howie Roseman, and we discussed it on the show today. If you heard the discussion about Howie Roseman and the Eagles organization says domestic violence, we will not scout you. We will not even look at you. Mm-hmm. You are off our draft board at that point. You and I, and Andrew was more in line with you, have differing opinions on that. And as far as I tend to be, and I say it, at times I'm a sucker, where I do believe in redemption stories. I do believe in second chances in life. But if you do say that domestic violence is it, is there anything else that, like, other than like murder,
right?
That where you draw the line and go, well, we're not considering somebody if they did this, even if it's 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, I get it, and that's like the timeline. But here you go. You're drafting somebody. They're
21 to 23 usually.
Right. So like it's hard. Like my first thought is if you killed somebody with a drunken driving accident, right? I would imagine they're not 14 years old with a DUI. But
no question.
But if somebody's 20 and they're about to enter the draft and they killed somebody with a DUI, like you're off my board. Because you made horrible decisions where, especially in today's day and age, where Ubers and Lyfts and a lot of these college programs probably have.
Oh, they do. Yeah, no, they do.
Like if you're making that choice,
if you're one of the top programs, they have an index card or something they can carry in their wallet.
Right.
They can call somebody, and they have a car service waiting for them.
Yeah, and that's not cold-blooded murder, sticking a gun out. But if you do, like, you're off my board. If something like that happens.
So that would be off your board.
Yeah.
And again, even like
like speeding, I can't because I did it.
Well, Georgia,
like when I was 18, I was speeding.
I absolutely speed, and I will find myself occasionally speeding today.
Right.
Occasionally, where I'm doing something where I go, yo, dude, slow down. Why are you driving this fast?
Now, some of the Georgia Bulldogs getting to like 120.
No, I'm going to tell you is Georgia's rampant with it, and Athens is a problem with it. But like I saw a lot of people that do not know the story of Jalen Carter.
Right.
And I've heard people in this market talk about that story. They have no idea what happened. The accident happened. Jalen Carter was a mile and a half away,
and he's
sitting at a traffic light because he didn't run the light. He waited. Now, he was racing.
He was a part of it.
He was racing.
Yeah.
The accident happens a mile and a half down the road. He's sitting at a light because he didn't run the light. People make it out like they were rubbing and racing and went off the road. There's a lot of people. I feel terrible that accident happened.
Absolutely.
But the person driving was doing 120. The person driving was under the influence, and the person driving it had nothing to do with Jalen Carter's car.
Right. But like if somebody like Jameis Winston and the crab legs, like
thieving from Publix, it's not the only thing with Jalen.
I know, but that's just the first thing I think of.
He's got quite a few little things.
If somebody stole a couple crab legs,
you
stole my draft board.
Okay,
just saying.
See, take it away.
You got some baseball related.
Yeah, okay, baseball related is I saw this yesterday. I knew I looked at the schedule and said, man, there's a lot of afternoon games.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of afternoon games for the Phillies at home and on the road. I didn't realize till I saw an ESPN.com piece, 30 to 40% more weekday day games than there were 10 years ago.
Like 105 or like 3
afternoon games, meaning starting before 4 East in whatever time zone you're in, they consider it starting 4 o'clock, 4:05 and less. There's 30 to 40% more every year, like this year, than there were 10 years ago.
Now I wonder.
Well, I found out why because I read the piece. Major League Baseball Players Association collectively bargained this in for getaway days.
Okay.
For travel.
Interesting.
Because players were saying, you're making us play all these night games, and then we travel, we get to a hotel at 3 a.m.
And then we're back on the field.
4 a.m, then you're back. Yeah, it's like so that it was collectively bargained in. Do you like all these day games? Do you like all these afternoon games?
For us.
I love it.
Love it.
Yeah, for us, I'll take it.
Love it. Like
I'll take it.
I'm home. I'm done exercising. I'm done. Like I get to watch
sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
I can go to bed early. We're not the best show ever.
No.
Which can literally stay up till 2 a.m, sip martinis, wake up at 10.
Yeah, no,
and then come in and do a
that's
show.
Not us. We're getting up early. So
not that Tyrone does that, but Ricky may.
I also think you can do that more today, not just collective bargaining, but the way people can stream and the way people that work from home nowadays.
Oh, yeah, that's the truth.
Remember, I think back in the day, it was like a special, oh my God, it's 1 o'clock game. Like, how am I going to be able to watch it?
Right.
Like nowadays.
And I always admire.
You can watch it any way you want.
And I always admire it too. I see so many fathers bring their young daughters to the games. Or are they their secretaries? I can never figure it out. But they bring them to these games. A lot of that going on. Too much of it.
Question 4. You said something right after the show that I'm curious
I got
about.
a lot to say.
Mikey Miss is going to Augusta, which is awesome.
Oh, dude.
You said it's overrated if you're not a golf fan.
Completely overrated if you're not a golf fan.
Explain why? And then I would like to talk about other things that would be overrated if you're not a fan of, because I'm somebody that likes to experience new things. And I'm not a big golf fan, but I would love to go check out Augusta.
I would love to see you.
But I'm not a big golf fan. You know that.
Yeah, but you do enjoy golfing.
Yes.
I'll go out there. Okay, so if you're not, what I'm saying to you is, if you do not play golf,
like you're like my wife.
You do not play golf.
Yeah.
And you're not a fan of the sport.
Yeah.
It is a completely overrated situation. Completely, because it's a hassle.
Okay.
Augusta, Georgia, does not have a Hilton and a Radisson and a thing and all these hotels where you go out of your hotel and you drive down the street or you take a little short Uber ride. It's a difficult thing. Getting decks at $199 in the state of Georgia is a difficult thing. The hotels are booked, and I'm not kidding you, 60 miles out.
Oh, jeez.
So it's not a thing where you can even say, well, we'll stay one town over.
Yeah.
No.
That was like me with Notre Dame.
These hotels will cost you $800, $900 a night for little crappy
dink
hotels. that are 20 miles out, 30 miles out. So you have to have accommodations and stuff like that. I'm telling you this, it's a religious experience. It's one of my favorite things I've ever gotten to do. I have on my media pin flags framed in the house. I think I did 10.
That's awesome.
And it's awesome. Great experience. It is a wonderful thing.
But if you're not a golf fan.
But if you're not a golf fan, it's a lot of walking. I will tell you this, your legs will fall off at Augusta National.
That's good. It's good exercise.
Yeah, it's always good.
Are you have a weather-related question to close?
Yeah, I got one for you. We're going out. It's been raining this morning. Yes. And we're going down to the game today.
The sky's lined up since we started this in the last 10 minutes.
Well, that's because Dylan's here, so he always brings a smile to our face. It's supposed to be gone, any kind of precipitation gone by like 11:15.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be dry this afternoon. How much does weather affect you making decisions and say, I'm not doing that? Not just necessarily about going to a game. Like if it was raining right now steadily, I would say, Andrew, I'm going home. We'll go to another afternoon game. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't say, but there might be a rain day, or the rain might stop by 1. I'd be out. If it's pouring rain, I'm out. Golf, I will not tee off. If it's even a light rain,
you don't want it.
I will not tee off
because
there's too many nice days. There's too many nice holes. And I am so mentally fragile on a golf course I start feeling, my grip's not right, then I'm done.
No, I don't care about the grip and stuff. It's just I don't want to be uncomfortable for 4 hours.
Right. So I can't do it. Is there anything else there where you say, I've made plans and then it's like, the weather. I can't. I'm not doing it. I'll do it.
Very anti-wind.
Wind. Okay, explain this one.
Like if it's really windy,
like beach day.
Yeah, I'm out. I'll go on the beach, and the second I start feeling like the sand flying, I'm out. You guys have fun. I'll go sit on the deck at my parents' house, and I'll have beer there.
Plus,
that's pretty much the same thing I'm doing.
Down at your parents' house, do you get the green heads too when the wind?
Certain wind. I learned something. That tells you how the wind's blowing at the Jersey Shore. Yes, but who told me this? I would love to give him proper credit.
We can give him proper credit on another.
It was Ron Davis, CPA.
Ron Davis, CPA. We love you, Ron.
So there are a specific breed of, I believe, dragonflies, I think, don't quote me on it, but some sort of other insect that eat greenheads. Like that's their favorite food. And so my parents moved there in like 2017. And I remember the second summer that they were down there, I remember saying to my dad, like, it's not as bad. Like, my aunt and uncle have lived in Brigantine, so I experienced it when it was bad.
Greenhead City.
Where, it
used to be either the wind was blowing, it's either the wind's blowing it, it's either one of them brings in the greenheads.
If it's an ocean breeze, it's coming to the ocean. If it's a bay breeze, where my parents live,
the
greenheads are over there. They unleash these insects, and they have pushed the greenheads away.
Okay, that's fantastic.
So there's still the occasional greenhead.
Oh no,
but dude,
that's awesome.
When my parents first moved in there, you open up the garage doors.
We in Avalon last summer. We was go away right around the end of the summer. We were in Avalon. And I go, I haven't seen a greenhead all week.
Yeah, they pushed them out.
Oh gosh, that's science.
Science is good.
Thank you, Ron Davis.
All right, post show headlines. We'll back at it tomorrow. Again, one more time, everybody.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, all that stuff on YouTube. It's 1:45 now. All right, so help us out. We'll talk to you tomorrow on the radio and on post show headlines. 97.5 The Fanatic. Hey guys, Andrew Salciunas from Kincade and Salciunas. Thank you for checking out all of our stuff on YouTube. Make sure you click, like, subscribe on everything that you see. And of course, you can see everything from our YouTube feed. Full shows, interviews, when John's being an idiot, which is like 15 times a day. So make sure you check out all of our stuff on YouTube. We appreciate it.